Hi, so today we are doing an introduction course for a free trial of the EON AVR Mobile Application. So what I've done, I recorded this on my iPhone. So this is a YouTube video of my iPhone, and I will make comments around what we're doing as I'm moving forward. So within a period of around 8 minutes, you will learn how to develop from scratch an application in augmented virtual reality on a mobile device using the AVR platform. So let's start. Fasten your seatbelts because it's going to go pretty fast. So I downloaded here an application of a nuclear power plant, and I'm going through the first time user experience, understanding functionality like how we break it apart, what I'm looking at, how to make a move, how to pick and choose various things, how to explore things in 3D. I'm also having a side menu here with the introduction, how you add voice, how you record your voice, how you preview and retake, how you can bring YouTube videos in, how you can paste different things, how to use a memo for information, how to tap to add a memo, how to add content to memos, how to delete the memo, how to build a puzzle, this is the functionality, how to choose your puzzle, how to time your puzzle, how long time it should take to do it. Also things like how to record interactions in real time. And then what I'm doing here, I'm actually creating the intro. You don't see fully the right screen of some reason when I recorded this, and the first thing I'm going to click on the record button, and as you see that button growing, that means that I'm recording. You cannot hear my voice, but you'll hear it when I play it back in a second.
A nuclear power plant is a thermal power station in which the heat source is a nuclear reactor.
Yes, that was what I recorded. And I can now continue to add. I can have memos, build, locate, identify. The first thing I'm clicking is add memo. So I'm using my fingers now to tap on the phone. So I'm trying to determine which one I select the chimney. You can see that's number one. And again, I'm recording here about the chimney, and I'll play it back later on.
A chimney or a cooling tower is a heat rejection device that rejects waste.
So that's my recording there. And then I can do quizzes, I can build. I'm actually doing a quiz. What is this? And it's a simple one. It's the chimney. So that's not. Those are self-generated quizzes. There are also manual quizzes that you can ask much more sophisticated things moving forward. You can also move your various memos into different positions. You can also drill down. So right now I drilled down to the reactor vessel and the steam generators. And I can create memos for those. So steam generator assembly, for example, to locate that. So that's a good test if you understand. And you can also add a memo. In this case, I selected the pipes that go to the feed pump, which are in the lower part. You can see that's memo number 4. I record also things around what these feed pumps, the pipe to the feed pump does. Again, you can hear it because I didn't record my voice on the phone, but it will play back when we go to the experience of the lesson. Okay, so you see how fast it is to create interaction. I'm basically doing a whole lesson in less than 8 minutes. I done identify of certain components there. That's my 5th component, interaction component. I'm doing something interesting. If you look at the record button, now I'm doing a recording of a standard operation procedure. So I'm selecting to see how a disassembly of this will work in order to go to the reactor vessel, which is the one I'm holding. Now this is not a traditional video recording. It's an interactive environment. So I can, when I play it back, I can actually look at the steps. You'll see that in the experience mode.
We're going to talk more about the steam
So that's the recording that I've done just a second ago. So that was the standard operation procedure for the reactor components. So now I have a pretty nice lesson with quizzes, with location, with description of different aspects. And obviously this can have many more steps than I've done in this quick example. So now I'm loading this in the lesson, and I'm loading it in AR. So now I'm going to experience the lesson that I just created in Augmented Reality. One of the things you can do in the exploration mode of the lesson.
This lesson focuses on the main features of nuclear power plant. They generate electricity using nuclear energy. Let us explore.
So that was an audio recording that I added also. And the little green wand is allowing me to basically look at different aspects, not only disassemble it, but also explore it fully. This is using the phone. So right now I'm actually, by moving the phone physically, I can zoom in to different aspects. And I have it on my desk. If I had it on a football field, for example, I could make a nuclear power plant life size. So 1 meter in virtual reality, augmented reality is corresponding to 1 meter.
Nuclear power plants are thermal power stations which generate...
So I triggered a video also, so I can trigger the video from inside by clicking the button that you see there to the right. So now I have to identify components, and I intentionally, in this case, don't do it in time, just to see what happens if I miss it. And I put the wrong information. In this case, I waited too long, and it's going to expire. You can see that it's getting red. Oh, wrong. I'll do something more successful. I do a quiz and I will answer correctly with a quiz. So now I have to click on go. Yeah, there you go. Quiz. So the question is, the water gets cooled in what? Cooling towers, containment bin, cooling towers. Yeah, that was the correct answer. So very rapidly experience, I get assessed to see if I'm doing it. I can also switch to virtual reality mode. Now my phone splits into images, so I can see left eye, right eye. I can also navigate. That's what I'm doing by gazing. So I'm using my eyes to control as a mouse. So I can go in different modes. For example, I control the navigation. So now navigation is controlled by my movements instead of the other navigation modality. I can go back. And then I will either click on AR or go back to mobile environment. So using my guess, I'm loading what we call touch mode.